G'day brothers, you don't want to look at my face. This rooster over here, I'm just currently eating, we're having a man-to-man, I'm having my dinner. And tell me about your experience so far with the medical profession. You've got injuries that you sustained from doing stupid things.
Yeah.
Because we're all stupid when we're young. He's been redlining the fun meter to the point that he's injured his shoulder. I've been taking Jodie out hunting since he was about, 13?
13, 14.
13, 14. And he's now nearly 20. And he's full of injury. Currently he's on ACC. And I'm saying, what help are you getting for the pain at night when you can't sleep? I use codeine. What are you using? And he said he can't get anything from the doctor. That's just crazy, isn't it?
I told you the story about how I went into the doctor's, eh?
You tell him the story, mate. I'm going to have him in my top.
Alright, so I've got terrible back pain. I can't stand up.
Yeah.
And I'm borderline crying. It was horrible. Horrible pain.
Yeah. And you're a person with a high pain threshold.
I've got an extremely high pain tolerance.
Yeah.
You know,
I can vouch for that. He once, excuse me, I've got no top on. He once got knocked off a motorbike, and I was just about to pick him up for hunting, and he got hit by a scooter. The ambulance was there. The whole road got closed off. Broken leg, was it?
broken femur.
Broken femur. And he was saying, "No, I'm sweet. I'm good." And this guy, everybody was panicking except Jodie, and I checked him out after the hospital. He goes, "No, I'm all right. I'm good." He had a broken femur. So when he says he's got pain, he's got pain.
Yeah.
Tell us your story anyway, mate. I'll let you carry on. Come up close there so they can hear.
I walk into the emergency doctors.
Yep.
And I say, "Hello, I've got a sore back."
Yep.
And they're like, "Awesome, like what's happened?" So I tell them the story of why it's injured and why it hurts.
Yeah,
and
right.
There's a big whole, like years of lead up to this.
Yeah.
And they go, "Awesome, pee in this cup."
Okay.
All right, what's that for? So like, "Oh, we think you have an STD."
Okay. But it's not possible. It could have happened.
It's not unlikely, but it's unlikely that it causes my pain.
Yeah, right.
So obviously that comes back clear, and you know, I've got no STD. They're like, "Oh, damn, that's what we thought it was." So I explained to them a second time why my back was sore.
So what injury was this? What caused it originally? What's the
So I
story?
was in a car crash.
Is that the car crash where the other guy was in
Yeah.
hospital for a long
Yeah,
time?
I was in a car crash. I put my head through the windscreen. It was incredibly messed up.
So tell us about that accident a little bit. Just what you feel comfortable talking about. So did you literally go through the window?
I put my head. There's a big smashed up windscreen. Didn't go completely through, but
Right.
I put a fairly sizable dent in it.
So you broke the window with your head.
Broke the windscreen with the back of my head.
Holy shit! Okay. Okay. Wow. That's terrible.
Yeah.
So what was the impact of your injuries in that?
So I've crushed 4 vertebrae.
Right.
So compression fractures.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just given me trouble for a couple of years now.
Okay. That injury. Tell us about your shoulder.
So my shoulder was mountain biking.
What happened there?
I was going down a track, come around a corner, my wheel went that way, I went that way, I landed on my
I
shoulder.
remember you sending me that when you did it.
Oh yeah, I've got it on video.
Was that the one where your hand was all stuffed up?
No, that was a different
Oh,
video.
because I remember you showing me that your hand was all in the wrong place. What happened to that one there?
I've done that a couple of times. I think the one you're talking about is I'm going down a track at Kaiteri.
That was when your thumb was in the wrong place.
Those 3 bones there.
They're all sticking out. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. That was hideous to look at.
Came around the corner and there was a stump in the bank that I didn't see. And I basically punched the stump at about 50 k's an hour.
Right.
And these 3 bones here shifted backwards and all broken.
It was like a bad boxer's break. Yeah, I remember that very bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so what other injuries you got?
Ooh, I broke both my heels.
How'd you do that?
Jumping out of a tree in primary school.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's good stuff. All kids need to break a few bones, but that's pretty hard.
I've chipped my hip.
Oh, shit. What happened there?
Bike crash.
Mm-hmm.
Done my back. Done that shoulder twice.
Mm-hmm.
Done this shoulder once.
Right.
Done this collarbone once.
How'd you do collarbone?
Same crash as when I did my shoulder. Broken that hand. Every bone in that hand at least twice.
Jeez.
Every bone in that hand once.
So, what's going on now with the medical profession in New Zealand? What sort of help are you getting, and how's that working out for you?
Virtually none. I'm on ACC for my back, but they're not paying me fuck all.
Yep.
And in terms of medical help, there's really not much.
Why aren't you getting painkillers from the doctor?
Beats me.
Squeaky wheel gets the oil, mate. You've got to ask.
I've complained. Yeah, I've been in twice now, and it's not helping.
Because you've got to manage pain so you can get sleep. So, because when you sleep, you have rest, repair, replace, and replenish. That's how you get well. So what's your gut feeling on the medical profession in New Zealand? What's going on?
Useless. I've started just paying for private care.
Yeah, that's what you're forced to do.
That's all I do.
I'm not knocking the system, guys, but it's failing this young man here, and it failed me. I've taken the approach now. I'm getting well in my own way, and I am, and I'm going to try and help Jodie get on track too, because he's just not getting sleep. That sort of pain. I don't know what it's like, eh? I have codeine for the bad days. I didn't take any last night. I actually got some Reiki yesterday. I'm not a bit sceptical about Reiki to begin with. It actually works, so yeah, it's an energy thing. It's kind of a bit hippie-ish, but it actually did work, so I'm going to go with more of that. It really saddens me. The whole last couple of years, a lot of people have missed out on surgery. I missed out on getting surgery for my teeth, and I ended up with periodontal infection, and they ended up removing my perfectly good crowns. Well, they weren't perfectly good because they got actually infected. They shouldn't have, and I should have had the surgery on them, or one of them, before it got so bad. It was a tiny little bit decay, and if they got on there and drilled it, but I couldn't get surgery during COVID. Anyway, it's frustrating, but it really saddens me when one of the young fellas I've been helping out for a long time now, and he's been staying with me for quite a while over Christmas, in between going off and gallivanting around the country having fun, having too much fun, coming back. It really saddens me. It angers me that a young man who's in the prime of his life has got those sorts of injuries that aren't getting the right help, even if it's just pain management so he can get sleep. Because the body does repair itself if you eat good tucker and you get good rest, but you're not getting good rest if you're not getting good sleep. And as I said, it's rest, repair, replace, and replenish. The 4 R's goes on when you're sleeping. So, again, New Zealand, yeah, the whole system is like they shunt you through a doctor, take this pill, and there's not enough time spent talking. He should have somebody one-on-one that's saying, right, what can we do about this to fix it, to get to the causation and deal with it? What approach are we going to take, and how can we manage your finances, like with ACC, so it's actually adequate, because he's living on the smell of an oily rag right now, because you only get 80% of what your last pay was, and your last pay was sweet stuff all. Mm-hmm. He's told me what he's getting, and it's actually not a livable amount, what he's getting. I won't say that because that's his business, but so that comes into play. And ACC has plenty of money in the coffers, don't worry about that. And the other thing too is that he should be getting medical attention. That's why he pays his taxes, that's why I pay my taxes, and he's not. He's just getting told nothing. Well, pretty much getting pushed out, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Paracetamol doesn't cut it when you've got that sort of injury. Yeah. Your thoughts, brothers? This was just a bro check. One random was having my lunch because we were talking. I thought this is something to share. I'd be interested to hear you guys and whether it's just an isolated incident or whether this is happening a lot. Personally, I think it's happening a lot, but I might be wrong, and I'm quite prepared to be wrong as usual. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it's an isolated incident, or you?
No, I know far too many people that have had far too many incidences. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I know far too many people that are injured for something else too, which I can not even be able to talk about on here, which eventually we will be able to talk about because it's getting so many now that, but that's an issue for another day. Go steady, check on a brother. I'm going to scoff this and then we're going to go and try and find my mooring, which sunk. He's going to try and dive the one-armed diver. And it's also going to be so muddy, he's going to be the one-armed diver.
Stevie Wonder.
Oh, don't say that. We can't say
that.
Go steady, brothers. Go steady. And my apologies to anybody out there that was offended that's blind by his Stevie Wonder joke. I apologise for him. See you later.